You sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
Oh, you won't be living
won't.
after this.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Oh my god, why can't you do it, you fucking useless piece of shit?
Alright, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
No,
Of
you don't.
course. Everything we need is in the hut.
Dog,
Let's
you
get
don't
to
need
it.
advice. I've done this a billion times. Alright. Start alchemy. Yeah, good. Oh, Jesus
First,
Christ.
go to the recipe book.
Shit. Are you gonna stand there and fucking hold my hand? Don't. Don't do that.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench, and we'll start.
You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. Add the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Grind the sage and add it to the cauldron. Finally pour. Okay.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
Dude, shut up! God damn! Okay, wine, 2 chamomile, 1 handful. Wine, 2 camo, 1 sage. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left.
Dude,
according
please
to the
shut
recipe.
up.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Dude. It actually doesn't let you do it until she finishes talking. That is psychotic.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot.
Dude,
so you have to get the
just let me
fire
play the
blazing
game.
under the cauldron using the bellows.
Please just let me play the
Try
game.
fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames.
Dude,
Try it. Move the cauldron up.
I don't want to move it up.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Dude. I know how to do it. Please just let me do it.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Great.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
This game does a little too much hand-holding for now. I know it's a tutorial, but I don't need that much. Whoa! That's interesting. Holy shit, it goes fast! Oh, more nightmares, huh? Buddy, you weren't in fucking Vietnam. Your dad just got killed.
This will bring honor
That's
to
all
its
it
bearer.
is.
True,
Jesus.
Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Henry, get over it, man.
Fucking sword.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Teresa? Teresa's alive? Let me guess, that's Pavlena.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
New love interest?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
What does that mean?
Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword.
Jesus.
The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back.
Buddy, you're
and
trauma
avenge
dumping.
my parents.
Oh, that oath
Bada
must be
boopy.
serious if it even
Bada
torments
boop.
you in
Thank
your
you
sleep.
for the 5.
Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however
thank
hard they
you.
are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Lie. Lie. Come on, man. I am very curious of what I do want to see what she says. You're a great streamer. Lie. What did she say?
I dreamt of terrible things. Flames, violence, war. And then the glittering silver and scallops turned into the surface of a lake. And from the lake emerged a naked, supernaturally beautiful girl. She took me into her arms and carried me away from everything to her own island. And there, she saved my life.
Well now, that probably means you're lonely and seeking company. Fortunately, you can join ours.
What's that?
Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too.
What was
Come
that
along,
smile?
and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Am I hungry? This soup does not look nearly as good as it does in KCD1. This is just like brown sludge. This does not look good at all. We will find a lockpick. If it's the last thing I ever do on this earth, I will find a lockpick.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Why? Jesus, the recapping goes crazy in this game, dog.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
It's
And
literally
I
3
shot a
hours of
bull.
recap.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some
Zheleov?
foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What
Die.
could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us,
What?
I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice.
What?
But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, with a bit of
Whatever.
luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck,
Don't.
but as we know,
Don't say it.
audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
Okay, no. I'm not doing all that.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmborough Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle! That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was. Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
Yeah,
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
God bless you.
And you
Wrap it
too,
up.
sirs.
God damn.
As Henry says,
Fuck!
may God bless
Jesus
you for
Christ.
your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lighter from all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could
How do I flip the pages? Okay.
And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then you should
I thought it just was in the book. I don't know. Okay. Wait. Alright.
Next time I'll come straight.
Wine, 1 nettle, 2 belladonna.
I'll put them in their place with an
Add the nettle to the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Grind the belladonna. Add the belladonna to the cauldron and boil for... Okay. Nettle, boil 2. Okay. Nettle, boil 2, grind.
But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the
Nettle,
better for us.
boil 2,
And if
grind
anything
2,
does happen,
boil 1.
we've got Growler, and
Nettle,
he won't
boil
leave us
2,
in the lurch.
grind 2, boil 1. I can do that. Okay.
Time to do something useful.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Fuck, what was the other one? Nettle. Okay, confirm. And then, okay, so it was one nettle, boil for 2, then grab 2 belladonna, grind, boil for 1. Well, how many belladonnas do I have?
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Great.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions.
Basket
Then I go
weaving?
around the villages selling them,
Holy
or I barter
shit.
them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us when it's something serious.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semon's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff
Seaman?
of Truscovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that, a band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the
Zeril, like,
pond.
thank you for the turn 1 sub.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin.
Okay.
How come you live here
Okay.
and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain.
Alright.
It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry. Take care, then.
Okay, bitch. Alright, you ready to get rolling?
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My
Bruh.
apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trosky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go!
What about every...
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trosky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial, and their souls find peace.
That's
When we
great.
get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
Ratai!
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle?
There it is.
He's long since
He
over
said
the
the
hills
line.
and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Cutscene. Thank God. Get me out of this fucking tutorial. God damn. You can't. There's nobody to kill. The fucking. What the fuck, man? You should. If you make a tutorial, you should always be able to kill whoever you want in the tutorial and fuck the game up. That should be a rule. You should be able to do that. Interesting. Wow, her skin's really smooth for a peasant in the medieval. Hey! Hey! Ha! Oh! Hey! 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 Hey!
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
Why are they walking like that?
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell, mate!
Oh, it's closed.
Oh, shit. What? Just knock on the door.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Ain't no way there's nobody in the castle.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Bruh. There we go. Yo. What the fuck?
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
I just think that's the funniest.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, Envoy!
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message.
Let me guess, he's not there.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
It's a cool hat. I like that hat.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Just steal the weapons.
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Oh yeah, that's a good time to speak up, Henry, when everything's done. After all is said and done, then you try to speak up, jackass.
The fuck was that?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Wench!
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Bro, just let me get a lockpick, and I swear to God.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, our first course of action is I'm going to take a piss real quick.